Our first card in the suit of cups is the Ace of Cups. Traditionally, when upright, this card can indicate emotional renewal, overflowing love, new beginnings in relationships or self-love. So new beginnings in relationships or self-love, deep spiritual connection or awakening, joy, bliss, compassion, emotional fulfillment, open-heartedness, vulnerability, healing, intuitive insight, creative inspiration, receptivity to love and beauty. When reversed, this card can represent emotional blockages, withheld feelings, unrequited love, emptiness, numbness, creative or spiritual stagnation, overwhelm, hypersensitivity, difficulty expressing emotions, feeling emotionally drained or disconnected. Numerically, this card represents 1. It corresponds with the number 1, which represents beginnings, initiation, and pure potential. In the cup suit, this marks the emergence of emotion, heart energy, and spiritual connection. It's the seed of love, creativity, and emotional awakening. This card represents water, the element of emotion, intuition, love, and thus the subconscious. This water flows freely, symbolizing receptivity and emotional openness. It encourages empathy, healing, and divine connection. Astrologically, this card can correspond with Cancer or the water signs just in general, just all the water signs. When associated with Cancer, it's the nurturing water sign, or when associated with Cancer, it represents the nurturing water sign of home. So it represents home. Sorry, I'm reading off my notes. And it can be associated with motherly care and emotional depth. It also represents Pisces, which is spiritual love and empathy, and Scorpio, which is emotional intensity and transformation. Symbolically, you'll see the overflowing cup, which represents abundant love, blessings, and divine grace. You'll see that there are little streams of water that are coming from the cup, which can represent the 5 senses or 5 aspects of the self, so physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and intuitive. The white dove represents divine peace, spirit descending, and grace from above. The water represents spiritual nourishment and sacred offering. The lotus flowers represent awakening, purity of heart, and enlightenment. And the calm water, or the calmness of the water, represents emotional serenity and deep inner peace. There are no people shown, making this a pure archetypal energy. It's about receiving, not doing, welcoming in love, healing, or inspiration. So it's about receiving and not doing, and it represents welcoming in love, healing, or inspiration. The cup appears to descend from the sky like a divine or spiritual offering, and the water flows downward, suggesting release, cleansing, and emotional expression. When asked yes or no, this card can mean yes, especially for love, healing, creativity, and emotional growth. When it comes to seasons and timing, it can represent spring or as a symbol of renewal, blossoming, and emotional beginnings. The timing may also point to something that's soon or when one opens emotionally. So what's the story of this card? The Ace of Cups is the moment the heart opens. A divine or emotional spark arrives, often unbiting. It's a divine or emotional spark that arrives and invites you to feel more deeply, connect more spiritually, and embrace love or inspiration in its rawest form. It's the beginning of emotional healing, a new romantic bond, or the realization of self-worth. This card reminds us that love, divine or human, flows abundantly when we are open to receiving it. So this is the Ace of Cups. Comment down below if you have any additional interpretations to add. Thank you.